Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a cracker of a match between JC Four Oaks Spartans and Marshals. Marshals have been a little underwhelming this season, but this match, they definitely are going to showcase what they are really worth. They have changed their starting lineup, and we have Vinod Lund and Kyan who are going to open. JC has a surprise change. Their star wicket keeper, Sumiran, who has been instrumental in the victory, is not in the team, and Slow Cheetah has taken up pads and some extra weight. तो आज लगता है पुष्पा झुकेगा भी और रुकेगा भी. Jai Parikh will be opening the bowling for JC here. Very interesting field setup by RJ as usual. He has a slip. They have a backward point. They have a sweeper cover where Ashray is practicing his skipping. His wife has told him to lose some weight by the end of the season. First ball from Jai Parikh. It's up top and Vinod has played that towards sweeper cover. They are doubling it up in the center. That's great running. Good collection. The throw's a little awkward. Jai Parikh, who has bowled some brilliant spells in this tournament, is right on the dot, trying to get that little movement. और बहुत ही दिलचस्प बात है कि पहले बॉल के बाद ही मुकुंद जनान जो कि विकेट कीपिंग कर रहे हैं उन्होंने अपना हेलमेट पहन लिया है और यहाँ पे कित कित की तरह एक कदम मापते हुए टी का निशान बना के क्लोज कीपिंग करने वाले हैं. The ball is slightly outside off stump, right in the slot, and Vinod picks it up. That's very good fielding on the deep by Ashray. It was a great pickup. Could have done a lot better there. But this is interesting. Marshall clearly showing their intent of going after the bowling in this match. They know it's a must-win for them. Kyan will be on strike. Kyan is known to play 360 degrees all around the pitch. If Pepsi had to make an ad, Kyan could have been featured on all 7 of them. Pallu shot, dupatta shot, or a very lovely touch, soft hands, quick single stolen in between there. Like you can see clearly, the roles are defined for the two opener. Vinod is going to go after the bowling and Kyan is going to keep his stand there. And they have removed the slip, who's gone and taken an extra cover position. This time is pitched short of good length. Very well played by Vinod. Straight in the hands of Vijay Singh. It's this experience which makes a lot of difference. Putting that right fielder, taking that call that the ball is not moving and there's no point of having a slip for that. Jai Parikh into the run-up. He's cut it straight to the point fielder who does a very good effort there, Amar sir. You can make out the urgency in the batsmen today. The intensity levels of the game are slightly more than what you normally find. And because both the teams know how crucial this game is from a position in the table perspective. Jai with the last ball of the over. Poacher shot and Kyan has pulled that away to the boundary. Glorious shot there. Didn't have to move his feet much. He's known for resists. He looks a bit like Mark Boucher in the body of A.B. de Villiers, but the way he's pulled that shot, it's brilliant to see Kyan in full flow. That's a statement of intent opening over. 9 runs coming off it. The tactical change of dropping JD from the opening and sending Vinod up is clearly reaping dividends here. Marshals know they need to make the most of their power play. Ankit is going to bowl the second over for JC here. Ankit again has a very deceiving run up, but can bowl some beauties, including a lovely slow delivery. First ball of the over. Takes off the pace as usual. There's a slight mix-up in the field, but Kyan is fast and drags his bat. That's very good recovery. Vijay Singh was the fielder there. Mukund indicating that it could have been a little harder onto his hands. There was a chance there, but Kyan was thundering down the pitch. Both the bowlers bowling with the same field of having a deep third man and a deep sweeper cover. Flighted that one, attempted slower. Kyan got it on the prize, but went straight to the hands of Vijay at extra cover. Ankit is very decisive in the air, and you can't differentiate between the slower and the faster unless it pitches. That's much better. Played straight down, but straight to the fielder. The intent is writ large on the face of the batsman and the way they are approaching this innings. There's not been a single ball which has beaten the batsman, despite 9 balls being played here, and that clearly indicates that Marshals have a game plan where they're going to go after the bowlers in the power play. That's cut across, but Ashray, safe hands, captures it and rips in the throw, keeping it to a single. That's brilliant fielding in the deep, Ashray. The 21 days boot camp that he did last week is clearly showing in the way he's charging in and gathering the ball there. And immediately, as soon as Vinod comes to strike, Mukund grabs the pair of helmet, just the helmet, and straight into closer. Possible slow delivery here. Indeed it is. Takes off the pace completely, but Vinod equally smartly plays it with extremely soft hands and steals the single. Both the batsmen not taking any risk here. Ankit has been economic and only 3 runs from this over. Let's see, can Kyan pull off something on the last ball the way he did of Jay on the last over. Short ball, bottom edge, superb stop by Mukund there. That is amazing. Slow Cheetah showing his fast reflexes. One hand out to stop what would otherwise have been a sure shot boundary. That stellar fielding effort has kept the runs to a minimum and is 12 off 2 overs. No wickets. And that, I think, would be the important thing for Marshals. We have for you Mr. Abhay Sharma, who was unable to do anything on his batting today, or during the fielding, or during the bowling. So you'd like to speak a few words because clearly he's paid the full amount for the tournament and not getting to bat, bowl or field. Abhay, can you have you on the commentary box, please?
2.5 overs have been bowled. 21 for the loss of no wickets are Marshals. They won the toss, elected to bowl first. And so far so good for them. Haven't lost any wickets, and they're looking good in the middle, both these two, Kyan Barucha and Vinod Lund. It's going to be Kyan Barucha on strike. Hit away down towards long off. Running the first one hard. Coming back for the second. This will be interesting, but he makes it, does Vinod Lund in the end. So the end of the third over, 23 for no loss are the Marshals Royals. Ankit Shah bowling to Vinod Lund. Here we go. Vinod Lund facing up to Ankit Shah. Pulled away into the deep. She goes probably all the way for 6. Yes, it does. Amazing timing on that one from Vinod Lund. Sat up to be hit, and he agreed to give it a mighty heave. Did that nonchalantly in the end. Was a quality stroke. The timing on that was precise. Once again, Ankit Shah bowling to Vinod Lund. Just parked him for a 6. The response from Ankit Shah, slower one outside the line of off stump. That's where you need to be as a bowler, outside the line of off stump. He got a little too straight and took full toll of it, did Vinod Lund on the previous occasion. This is a good start from the Marshals, winning the toss, electing to bat first. And starting off pretty well, both these openers. Once again, Ankit Shah. Played away straight to extra cover. They're running a quick run, and they will make it in the end. That would have been close had that hit the stumps. But all's well that ends well for the two batsmen. Three balls to go in the fourth over. 30 on the board already. The current run rate 8.57. Now it's going to be Kyan Barucha on strike. Played away down towards mid-on, who should tidy up. It's mid-off rather who does so. Keep the batsman down to a single. JC 4 Oak Spartans put in there by the Marshals. They will be looking to break this opening pair. Ankit Shah with the ball. Inner half of the bat, ricocheted off the hands of the bowler. Will pick up. That will be a dot delivery. Ankit Shah bowling from the far end. Vinod Lund on strike. Was there an edge over there? We'll never know really. But the over comes to an end. 4 overs, 30 without the loss of any wickets are the Marshals. Ravindra Jhunjhunwala bowling from the far end. Bowling to Kyan Barucha. They'll pick up a leg by, I believe, waiting for the umpire signal. Yes, it is a leg by signal there by the umpire. We'll bring Vinod Lund on strike. Ravindra Jhunjhunwala, a wily customer with the ball, very experienced. Has bowled some magnificent overs for the JC4 Oak Spartans. Here we go. Pushed away into the offside. We'll pick up the first one hard. They're coming back for the second. The throw from the deep not good enough to stop them from taking a couple of runs. This is good thinking by the two batsmen, Vinod Lund and Kyan Barucha. Just a lackadaisical effort out from the deep, and they latched onto it in a flash. Once again, it is going to be Kyan Barucha on strike. Looks to go over the top. Chance here. Long off coming in, and it falls in no man's land eventually. He tried his level best, but he fell short. And lives to fight another day, does Kyan Barucha. That single will bring Kyan Barucha on strike. Vinod Lund, that is, the batsman, who's still out there, fortunately. As you can see, just skied this one. Kyan Barucha should have actually, I beg your pardon, Ravindra Jhunjhunwala himself should have gone for the catch, because it was very difficult for long off to reach almost where the bowler was bowling. Now he's into a mid-off. Again through the offside. Vijay Singh, the fieldsman, could not stop the batsman from coming through to a second. Ravindra Jhunjhunwala given the responsibility to try and break this partnership. Now a bit of a change in the fielding side. Just getting their fielders spot on. Ravindra Jhunjhunwala with the ball. Worked away. Will pick up a single there. On strike now is Kyan Barucha. Leg by signaled. 5 overs have been bowled, 36 for no loss are the Marshall Royals. Mca continuing from the far end will be bowling the last over of the power play. Looking to go over the top, outside edge. The ball will trickle into the ropes for 4. So good start to the over for the Marshall Royals. Not how you want to be getting your runs, but it doesn't matter how they come as long as they keep coming. Outside the line of off stump, looking to go over mid-off. And a fine edge. The ball going through first slip, so no chance for the fieldsman at short third man. 40 runs on the board already. They're looking good, are the Marshall Royals. Remember, they won the toss, had no hesitation, wanted to bat first. So the onus rests upon them to take this match deep from here. That's what we got to see in the previous match as well. Dot delivery straight to the wicketkeeper. The previous match that took place between the DDPL Strikers and the Spotlight Social Scorchers. DDPL Strikers, they won the toss. They elected to bat first. Put up a mammoth 177. Thereafter, the Spotlight Social Scorchers fell 37 runs short of the total, getting only 141. So today it's the team that's batting first that has won in the first game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens hereafter. Straight to the man at mid-wicket. Vijay Singh, the catcher there, taking a smart catch. And Vinod Lund having to walk back to the pavilion. We'll see in the replay exactly what happened over there. Here we go with the replay. Short ball, looking to pull that one, but found mid-wicket there. Safely done there by the fieldsman Vijay Singh. And a breakthrough finally for the JC4 Oak Spartans. Vijay Lund having played a decent knock. "20 runs. 25 runs is what he managed of just 20 balls. Did Vinod Lund. 40 for 1 are the Marshals with 3 balls to come in the power play. So the new batsman Jitin Manji now will be on strike. Jitin Manji, jersey number 16. Bowler Ankit Shah would be delighted having picked up the wicket of Vinod Lund. The partnership broken. Driven away, will get a single. Will Jitin Manji. This ground looks very beautiful under lights. This is the IDFC first Mca Bkc RC Members Premier League. Crash through the covers this time. Will pick up an important boundary here. Will Mca Bkc. Much the delight of the Marshall Royals. There you can see in the replay was right up there for the drive, and he picked up the gap to precision, really threaded the needle there, did Mca Bkc. Last ball coming up for Ankit Shah. Last ball of the power play. Batsman on strike, Mca Bkc. Off the back foot, pushed away for a single. That's all that it'll be. So 47 in the power play for the Marshall Royals. 47 for 1. So Ajay Valanzu into the attack. Bowling to Mca Bkc. This time pulled away strongly into the deep, straight to Vijay Singh. Will pick up a single with the two batsmen. That single will bring Jitin Manji on strike. Marshall Royals, having won the toss, would be quite happy with how things have gone. They're only waiting now for Jitin Manji to get his eye in. Off spinner. Bowl the off spinner there, did the bowler Ajay Valanzu. Wiley Fox really with the ball. Mca Bkc on strike. Facing up to Ajay Valanzu. Well bowled there by Ajay Valanzu, beating the bat of Mca Bkc. Pushed away, they're running the single hard. They will eventually make it. In fact, they'll get overthrows here. No fielder was backing up because there was no fieldsman at short for a fine leg. And another couple of runs added to the total due to the overthrow. So 3 runs overall will bring Jitin Manji back on strike. The IDFC first Mca Bkc RC MPL tournament coming to you live from the Somaya Cricket Ground here in Sion. 2 deliveries to come in the over. Outside line of off stump, looking to play that through the offside, getting the inner half of the bat. Ball going down to long on. Will pick up a single, will Jitin Manji, bringing Kyan Barucha back on strike to face the last ball of the 7th over. 53 for 1 is where the scoreboard stands. Cut away, running the first one slowly, which means they will stick to just a single. So 54 for 1 after 7 overs are the Marshall Royals. So it's going to be Ashray Rao bowling from the far end. Will be bowling to Kyan Barucha. Kyan Barucha taking his time before he faces up to Ashray Rao. They've started off decently, have the Marshall Royals, having won the toss. Will be signalled a wide. Went on the full to the wicket keeper. This time beaten outside the line of off stump. You can see the intent from the bowler, Ashray Rao. He's targeting the balls outside the line of off stump. That's where he wants to be, making it difficult for the batsman to put bat to ball. He has 3 fieldsmen, point, backward point, short third man, and that's why he's bowling that line. There you can see the endeavour outside the line of off stump. This time driven straight towards long off for a single. Will bring Jitin Manji back on strike. Jitin Manji has just come in at the fall of the Vinod Lund wicket. Ashray Rao, the bowler. They've bowled decent lines and lengths. Have the JC4 Spartans stepping out straight down towards long on. Will pick up a single, and they'll have to stick to a single. Good throw from the deep down there at long on. Kyan Barucha now on strike, facing up to Ashray Rao. Spinning down the leg side clearly. Not interested at all there, the umpire. Outside the line of off stump. Over comes to an end. 57 for 1 are the Marshals after 8. So a new bowler introduced into the attack, Thompson Thomas, to bowl the ninth. Will be bowling to Jitin Manji, making sure that the field's absolutely spot on. The 4 men in the 30-yard circle, extra cover, point, short third man and short fine leg. Off the back foot, will pick up a single down to long on. The field spread now, so they'll get their ones and twos. Need to pick up a boundary here and there to get the run rate higher. That's what the plan will be of these two batsmen. They have 9 wickets in the tank. This is a decent start for the Marshall Royals. 6 and 4 fours so far in their arsenal. Top edge, chance for the man running in, and he drops it in the end. Was a difficult chance, but he tried his level best, just could not hold on. Was too quick, and that's why he could not catch that. So Kyan Barucha lives to fight another day. A let off. Now Jitin Manji. Off the back foot, crashed away through the offside. Running the first one hard. And they're coming back for the second. They've challenged the throw from of the fieldsman and eventually will make it in the end easily. Will Kyan Barucha, the non-striker, was running to the danger end. Made it comprehensively in the end. Once again off the back foot, he's found the gap through extra cover. Man at long off will get along and keep the batsman down to a couple of runs. Good shot there from Jitin Manji. So a couple of runs. Couple of balls to go along with that. Jitin Manji starting to look good. Straight to the man at backward point. Will pick up a single, will Jitin Manji bring Kyan Barucha back on strike. Straight to the man at backward point. Will pick up a single. End of the 9th over, 65 for 1 are the Marshall Royals. It's going to be Ashray Rao to continue bowling to Kyan Barucha this time. Pulled away down towards deep mid wicket. Will get only a single. Stepping out, getting the inner half of the bat. Running the first one hard. He's coming back for the second. Kyan Barucha again running fast. Throws are coming to his end. They reckon Jitin Manji is a lot more quicker and ready for those twos. A little on the heavier side in comparison. That's why throws are coming to his end. But he makes it in the end safely. Ashray Rao wasn't ready at all there. We picked it up from here that Jitin Manji wasn't ready. Did the right thing by just walking away rather than trying to play that delivery. Dead ball signaled. Stepping out over the bowler's head, waiting to see where the ball ends up. It will go to the boundary for 4. This is a lovely shot from Jitin Manji, stepping out and hitting the ball over the bowler's head as straight as a ramrod there. You can see in the replay was well outside the line of somebody, covered his ground, found the room just over the bowler's head, beautifully struck. The timing was sweet on that one and ending up into the ropes for 4. Now getting his long off a lot more straighter. The bowler Ashray Rao. Is he coming around the wicket? Yes, he is. With that delivery. Waiting to see what the umpire will signal on this one. Could not pick up exactly what happened. Will it be byes? So another run added to the total for the Marshals. 73 for 1. Couple of balls to go in the over. The Marshals, they won the toss. Kyan Barucha batting on 26 of just 28 balls. Will be signaled a wide there by the umpire. Jitin Manji, 17 of just 11. Played away off the back foot for a single. So far so good for Ashray Rao. He's looked good with the ball. Conceded a few more runs than he would have expected in this over. 10 runs already have come in this particular over. Running the first one hard again. They've placed it in the gap, but deciding against it, Kyan Barucha. Ends the 10th over. 75 for 1 after 10 are the Marshall Royals. Players will take drinks. We'll take a short break as well. Hmm. So Ajay Valanzu bowling now from the commentary box end will be bowling to Jiten Manji. Extra bounce there. Ball beating the bat. Wanting to cut that ball was a lot more fuller. That extra bounce shows that there is still some life in this wicket. Once again looking to cut that one, not getting back to ball. You can see the thinking of Ajay Valanzu. He's looking to bowl the ball outside the line of off stump. He set his field accordingly. There is extra cover, point, backward point, man in the deep, sweeping. This time is it that down towards square leg, and we'll come back for the second. Weak throws are enabling twos on this ground. So far, that's what we've seen. They're not professional, so you can't expect much from them. But they're playing this game for the love of it. It's amazing how these men have gotten together to play this league. Giving us some lovely views. Over the top, she wanted to go. Did not have the legs. Will stay with a single there, will Jiten Manji. Brings the big man Mca Bkc on strike. If you've just joined us, this is the IDFC first Mca Bkc RC Members Premier League. We're coming to you live from the Somaiya Cricket Ground here in Sion. The two teams meeting each other here are the JC4 Oak Spartans and the Marshall Royals. Marshall Royals, they won the toss, elected to bat first, and have managed 78 in 10.4 overs, having lost a wicket. Played away gently to a short fine leg for a single. Will bring Jiten Manji on strike to face the last ball of the 11th. Really, Marshalls will be really happy with the start they have gotten. 9 wickets in the tank. Stepping out, hitting this one hard. Has he found the gap? Yes, he certainly has. That's why he was able to get a couple of runs. Since the long on fieldsman had to get around to the right of himself to get that ball. 11 overs, 81 for 1 are the Marshall Royals. It's going to be Thompson Thomas now bowling to the right-handed Jiten Manji. I beg your pardon, Mca Bkc on strike. Off the back foot will get a single, and this time it is going to be Jiten Manji on strike. Thompson Thomas has started off really well for the JC4 Oak Spartans. Given away only 8 runs in his 1.1 overs, 7 balls he's bowled, that is. Under T20 circumstances is very good. Now a run a ball 8 for Thompson Thomas. 8 deliveries, 8 runs given. Going at a run rate of 6, economy rate rather of 6. Coming inside the line, pulling that over, short fine leg. Man in the deep is very wide. This means that the ball will trickle into the ropes. Yes, it does. Good shot there from Jiten Manji. anticipating where the bowler is going to bowl, being proactive, innovative, and found the gap to perfection. So Thomas having some thinking to do. Man probably now moving to square leg, and the man at deep square leg moving towards a man at around deep fine leg, between deep fine leg and deep square leg. Pulled away. Did not quite time it the way he wanted it to. Will pick up a single. Will Jitin Manji bring the right-handed that single brings Kyan Barucha on strike. Looking to cut that one off the back foot, not quite getting back to ball. Good delivery there from Thomas. Again pulling that, but no timing. Getting the inner half of the bat, running the first one hard. They're coming back for the second, and they'll manage it eventually, easily. "12 overs have been bowled, 89 for 1 are the Marshall Royals." Ajay Valanzu will be bowling the 13th over. Will be bowling to Jitin Manji. In his 2 overs has only given away 13 runs as Valanzu. Stepping out, looking to heave it over mid-wicket. This time they'll have to stay with a single, because Kyan Barucha declined the second run. "90 runs on the board now. 5 balls to go in the 13th over. Ajay Valanzu will be bowling to Kyan Barucha. Heaving that one, the ball's gone straight up into the sky. Ajay Valanzu thinking about catching that, but had no chance really. Missed picking up the ball on the first occasion, which enabled the 2 batsmen to come back for the second run. Ajay Valanzu to Kyan Barucha. He's cleaned him up. Comprehensively beaten there was Kyan Barucha. So a knock of 33 of 35 balls for Kyan Barucha brings to an end a decent innings. Here we go. You can see that in the replay. Wanting to play that over the top of long on, but completely beaten in the end. So a good delivery from Ajay Valanzu. Some disciplined bowling from the JC4 Oak Spartans now coming in favor of themselves. So the second wicket down for the Marshals at the score of 92 with 3 balls to spare in the 13th over. New batsman Jitendra Diwan. Well bowled again there by Ajay Valanzu. Ball viciously turning into the right-hander. Beaten all ends up there. Well played there by Jitendra Diwan. Last delivery of the 13th over coming up. 92 for 2. New batsman Jitendra Diwan facing up. Pushed softly to extra cover. That's why they could run that single. Ends the 13. 93 for 2 are the Marshals. So it's going to be Ravindra Jhunjhunwala to bowl to the new batsman Jitendra Diwan, who just got off the mark in the last ball of the last over. Very smart bowler. Off the back foot, straight to point. Ravindra Jhunjhunwala. Very experienced campaigner. Knows exactly what is required from him as soon as he gets the ball in hand. Down towards long on. Will pick up a single there. Will Jitendra Diwan. And the ball almost trickled into the ropes. They have ran. How many runs did they just run there? 3 or 4? 3 runs by the looks of it. So that 3 runs added to the total for Jitendra Diwan. Strange, wasn't there a fieldsman at long on? Here we go again. Ravindra Junjunwala. This time to Jitin Manji. Played away down towards long off. Running the first one hard. Entertaining thoughts to come back for the second. And the throw. Oh, he sold him a dummy. He was going back for the second. But his partner did not respond. Jitin Manji almost found himself wanting. RJ. Ravindra Junjunwala. Could have been a catch. A bit sloppy, the wicketkeeper. But the ball will go into the ropes for 4 runs. As long as they keep coming, it won't bother them. So, there you can see in the replay. Looking to go over long off. Outside edge. Wicketkeeper not able to get to the ball. And a boundary to Jitendra Diwan. So it will be Jitendra Diwan to face the last ball. They just felt that it was the over. That's what the umpire reckoned. But there was a ball to come. This will be a single down towards long on. So 102 for 2 after the end of 14 overs are the Marshall Royals. Ajay Valanzu to bowl out, bowling his last over. Has given away only 17 runs and has picked up an important wicket as well to go along with that. Off the back foot, straight to point. Will pick up a quick single. Will the two batsmen. Will bring Jitin Manji on strike. Jitin Manji has been out there for some time now. Has faced 23 deliveries for his quick 29. So he's done really well for his side. They'll be hoping that he continues from here. This is going to be tight. Waiting to see the umpire's decision. But the batsman is already walking. Disappointed with himself there, Jitin Manji. Stepped out to hit it over long off. Completely beaten in the end. We'll show it to you in the replay exactly what happened. Just getting overtly ambitious Jitin Manji. But a quick 29 of 24 balls will definitely help his side moving forward. The third wicket down now for the Marshals. So it's going to be Ejaz Khan who will be facing up to Ajay Valanzu. A slip employed straight away for the new batsman. Off spinner, ball coming into the right hander. Played away towards extra cover for a single. Will bring Jitendra Diwan on strike. So both these batsmen relatively new to the crease now. Off the mark is Ejaz Khan of his very first delivery. A few change in the field placements. Short third man going there. There is point, extra cover and mid off are the four fieldsmen in the 30-yard circle, and the rest are all on the boundary. No fieldsman on the onside. Inside the 30-yard circle, a single added to the total. Smartly played there by Jitendra Diwan. Both these batsmen will be hoping to put up a partnership now. Ejaz Khan on strike. Off the back foot, cut away. Running the first one hard. And will stay with a single. A good throw from the deep coming into the wicket keeper, which enabled the two batsmen to stay with one. Ajay Valanzu in to bowl to Jitendra Diwan. Straight to the man who went back instead of standing his ground. He went back. He backpedaled for at least 3 to 4 times, and that's why the ball fell short. 15 overs have been bowled. 106 for 3 are the Marshall Royals. Ashray Rao to continue. Will be bowling to Ejaz Khan. Coming around the wicket to Ejaz. Wide out to the line of off stump, looking to crash that through extra cover. Getting the inner half of the bat. This time cracked away down towards long on. Fieldsman at long on will get to it, but not stop the batsman from coming for a second run. Ejaz Khan has signaled his intentions right. He wants to go after the bowling. Has come out with intent. Flighted almost to the first floor. Miss hit. Fieldsman can't get there. So for the second time, ball falling short to the fieldsman at extra cover. One that he backpedaled instead of standing his ground. and the other that fell short after going high up in the air. Ashray Rao. 3 deliveries to go in the 16th. Loud appeal, and the finger has gone up straight away. Waiting to see the replay on this one. The batsman does not agree. Jitendra Diwan, the batsman there. As you can see, getting you the slow motion replay. Turning sharply there. Height in question for me. But the umpire reckon it would get the top of the stumps. Turned really sharply for Ashray Rao. Did well to beat the bat. Bharat Mehta, the new batsman to face up. Tossed up, hit over the top. Fieldsman out there. We're not sure what happened exactly. But another catch taken in the deep by Vinod Muthu. A smart catch. Waiting to see the replay on this one. Sorry that you can't see the replay on this one. Could not get it recorded. But a big wicket. So back-to-back wickets here for the JC4 Oaks Spartans. Under the pump here are the Marshall Royals for the first time in the match. Ijaz Khan on strike. Hat-trick delivery. Almost got it there. Beat the bat of the batsman. Yeah, they will get some overthrows. "16 overs have been bowled, 112 for 5 are the Marshals. A very successful over here for the JC4 Oaks Spartans. Ijaz on strike, facing up to Ravindra Jhunjhunwala. Looking to go through the offside, mistimed it horribly. This is a good comeback for the JC 4 Oak Spartans. Now they'll believe that they can restrict the Marshals to a timid total. Played away softly, will pick up a quick single there. Will Ijaz Khan bring the new batsman Karan Sharma on strike. Karan Sharma on strike. Worked away. Running the first one hard. Will they come back for the second? No, they won't on this occasion. Fieldsman was alive and alert to the possibility of a second. Ran in a lot more faster than some of the other men have done in the past. And kept it down to a single. We'll bring Ijaz Khan back on strike. Ravindra Jhunjhunwala. Worked away on the onside. Running the first one hard. Same fieldsman. No, they're not coming back. Good throw from the fieldsman there in the deep. We'll keep it down to a single. Slow one attempted there by Rajendra Jhunjhunwala. Long on. And they're coming back for the second. A bit slow was the ball getting there. A big appeal and the finger. What has happened over there? Has he given it out, or what is happening exactly? The umpire has deemed it to being out. So another wicket down for the Marshals. Seventeen overs have been bowled. 117 for 6 are the Marshall Royals. Ashray Rao now bowling to Kaustav Ganguly, the new batsman. Looking to pull that one there, Kaustav Ganguly. Slower in the air. Coming inside the line of the ball, top edging that one, running the first one hard, and will stay with a single. Ashray Rao bowling left arm spin, earlier was bowling right arm. Now he's bowling right arm around the wicket. Will be signalled as a wide ball. Yes, it will. So Ashray Rao coming up with a bag of tricks. First starting of the show with left arm spin. Now bowling right arm off spin. Looking to cut that one. Not quite getting bat to ball there is Ejaz Khan. Suddenly this total tottering. One stage they were looking really good with the Marshals with the bat. Over the top she goes and the ball will come into the ropes all the way for 6. What a shot there from the big man, Ejaz Khan, getting the better of Ashray Rao. Now we can see the replay on this one. Staying in his crease, strong base, lifting it, got the elevation, got the distance this time, timed it to perfection. That's why it went well over the ropes for 6. What a shot coming from the bat of Ejaz Khan. Almost sold him a dummy, should have thrown to the wicketkeeper's end, but going to the bowler's end, making it easier for the batsman, the Marshall Royals batsman. Ejaz Khan getting another couple of runs alongside his name. He's looking good as Ejaz. Last ball to go in the 18th over, 127 for 6. Looking to be cute, will pick up a single and will be with that. So 128 for 6 after 18 are the Marshall Royals. So the penultimate over going to be bowled by Ravindra Junjunwala. Will be bowling to Ejaz Khan, who has just parked a maximum over long off. Here we go. Ejaz Khan on strike. Over the top, long off, comes in, and the ball parried over the top of his hands for 6. Was a good effort. Misjudged the ball really to start off with. Running in whilst he just should have stood at the ropes. And the ball ricocheting off his hands, right palm. There you go. He looks strong over long off, does Ejaz Khan. Timing is beautiful. Grasped in the air, what should have been a catch. Running the first one hard. Both these men. Are they going to come back for the second this time? Staying against... Oh, so we're going to have a bit of a delay here because he's done his hamstring badly of that there. Kaustav Ganguly, that is. Ravindra Junjunwala beaten outside the line of off stump. New batsman Anirudh Bhosle has gone out to join his partner Ejaz Khan. Cut away by Bhosle, getting off the mark there, Anirudh Bhosle. A ball to go now in the penultimate over. 136 is on the board. Can they reach 150? Only time will tell. It's going to be Ejaz Khan on strike. Worked away onto the onside. Square leg will tidy up and keep the batsman down to a single. Ends the 19th. 137 for 3 after 19 are the Marshall Royals. Ankit Shah to bowl the last over, his last over as well. Given away 21 and has picked up a wicket as well as Ankit Shah. Will be bowling to Ejaz Khan. Just sorting his field, trying to get it absolutely spot on. Will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. Intention is to bowl wide off the line of off stump, not enable or give anything in the hitting range or the arc. Stepping out, looking to go big there, Ejaz Khan. Not getting bat to ball. He's already hit a couple of sixes as Ejaz Khan. 27 of just 17 balls for Ejaz. Last 2 overs have produced 10 runs. A 6 being in there, so they pull things back here. Have the JC Four Oaks Spartans. Ejaz goes big, but no timing on that one. Running the first one hard, and they're coming back for the second. Throw is going towards the the striking end. Ejaz completes the second. Should the throw have been to the bowler's end? We're not too sure of that, but that was close in the end. This time struck down towards long on, but long off got to it, and this could be a run out. Misses the ball into and lets it go. He should have taken the ball and hit the stumps. What was he waiting for there, Ankit Shah? He thought that the ball is coming to hit the stumps and he just let it go, but wasn't to be the case. Another couple of runs added to the total. Ejaz Khan's looking good. 140 up, 142 on the board now. 3 balls to go in the final over of this mouth-watering contest between the JC Four Oaks Spartans and the Marshall Royals. Off the back foot, pulled away. Running the first one hard. They're coming back for the second this time. And they will complete it in the end. Runs coming in the forms of 2s this over. 3 2s already. That makes up for 6 runs. Last 2 balls. Can he get another maximum under his belt? Ejaz Khan. Clearly tired is Ejaz after doing so much of running. Expected completely. Ankit Shah. This time gets it fine. No fieldsman out in the deep. Much required boundary for the Marshall Royals. Closing in on that 150 target, on the 150, beg your pardon, score. Here you can see he came inside the line there, did Ejaz Khan. And just showing the bowler the stumps. The bowler obliging, bowling it on the stumps, and Ejaz Khan throwing his bat at that one to get it fine of the fieldsman at fine leg for 4. So good thinking there from Ejaz Khan, tiring, knowing that it's hard to get sixes and boundaries straight down the pitch. So looking to go behind the wicket and using pace. What's it going to be of the final delivery? 148 already on the board. Running the first one out. They will go back for the second, irrespective of where the ball is. Yes, and 150 up for the Marshall Royals. The target for the JC Four Oaks Spartans will be a run over 150. That's 151. 7 wickets it took them to do that. Did the Marshall Royals won the toss, electing to bat first, having no hesitation in wanting to bat first and put up 150. So the chase underway in the next 10 to 15 minutes from now. Stay tuned in, don't go far away. We're coming with the chase live from the Somaya Cricket Ground in Sion. Welcome to the chase of this particular encounter between the Marshall Royals and the JC4 Oak Spartans. A little earlier it was the Marshall Royals. They won the toss, elected to bat first, made 150 for the loss of 7 wickets. Now the JC4 Oak Spartans have just walked in to try and chase down this particular total. Bowler Vinod Lund. Pushed away into the offside for a single. So it's going to be Fardeen Malbarwala to face up to Vinod Lund. Beaten all ends up there. That's the line of off stump. That's a good line. Very good length as well to go along with it. Non-strike asking the umpire was that wide, but that's for the umpire to see. Big unit is Fardeen Malbarwala. Couple of deliveries to go in the first over. Fardeen this time will get a wide. Vinod Lund disappointed with the decision. Non-striker a little earlier went up to the umpire and asked him as to why the previous one was not a wide. Not too sure whether that prompted him to raise his hands. Another wide signal there by the umpire. So a couple of runs added to the total for the JC4 Oak Spartans. They won't complain. Outside the line of off stump. This time a legit delivery. So an over bowled, 4 for no loss are the JC4 Oak Spartans. New bowler Anirudh Bhosle will be sharing the new ball with Vinod Lund. It's going to be Vishal Miglani on strike. Just playing themselves in, both these openers, Fardeen Malbarwala and Vishal Miglani. They know the importance of a partnership. They need to stitch one together. Need to get their team off a good start. Top edge here, but will fall in no man's land. The ball trickling away into the ropes and will go into the boundary for 4. So although he mistimed that one, wasn't intentional. Was looking to hit that more along the carpet, but he got a more of a top edge and the ball went into the ropes for 4. A much required boundary for Vishal Miglani and the JC4 Oak Spartans. Off the back foot, unable to find the gap there. Disappointed with himself there, Vishal Miglani. This ground under lights is a picturesque venue. Down the leg side will be signaled a wide there by the umpire. Outside the line of off stump, beaten there was the batsman Vishal Miglani. This is good bowling from Anirudh Bhosle. A good comeback after getting hit for a boundary. He's decided to go outside the line of off stump and has done that successfully. Worked away. Running the first one gingerly, which means they'll settle down for an easy single. Now it will be Fardeen Malbarwala on strike to bowl the last ball of the second over. Looking to go through the offside, will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. Looking to go through the offside, beaten, wide signal there by the umpire. So a few extras given away to the JC4 Oak Spartans. They won't complain. But the intention is clear from the bowlers. They want to bowl outside the line of off stump. That's where they're targeting. That's where his field is set and wants to bowl to his field, rightly so. Again down the leg side this time round. First it was the offside, overcompensating this time round, wanting to bowl a lot straighter because of the wides that were coming outside the line of off stump, but this time just getting his radar wrong. Fardeen Malbarwala will still have another delivery to go in this particular over. Dot to end the second over. 13 without the loss of any wickets are the JC4 Oak Spartans. Vinod Lund bowling from the far end will be bowling to Fardeen Malbarwala. I beg your pardon, will be bowling to Vishal Miglani. Here we go. Vinod Lund to Vishal Miglani. Getting the point fieldsman spot on there. Down the leg side will be signalled a wide there. Vinod Lund bowled a quiet over, just gave away 4 runs in his first over. He'll want to keep it tight like that, whereas both these batsmen just are playing themselves in before they can launch. We're in the batting power play, let's not forget that. A dot delivery. Played it well, but it went straight to the fieldsman. Unable to get the gap on that occasion. Vishal Miglani, that is. In the air, straight to point. That's exactly where he stationed his point fieldsman. And that's where the ball went. There is a man in the deep sweeping on the offside. There is a deep mid wicket, so these are the two men out of the 30-yard circle in the power play. Strong offside field. Worked away on the onside. This has probably found the gap and will trickle into the ropes for 4. So a good shot here coming from the bat of Vishal Meglani. Walking inside the line of the ball and working it to the vacant onside square leg boundary. There you can see a bit straighter in line by Vinod Lund, and taking full toll of it there was Vishal Meglani. Played away straight towards mid-on. Will pick up a single. Will Vishal Meglani, giving the strike now to Fardeen Malbarwala. This is good batting by Vishal Meglani. A boundary followed by a single. That's what you want to see as a batting unit. JC4 Oak Spartans will be happy with the way things have started for them in the form of their openers getting off to a decent start so far. Couple of deliveries to come in the third over. Played away gently. He'll have to run quickly there. Manages to get in eventually. Quick single stolen by these two batsmen. It would have been tight had the wicketkeeper grabbed it. Although the batsman mostly would have been in, but it was a close call because he was stopped while he was running by the bowler going for the ball. That's when he had to put in the brakes a little bit, did Vishal Meglani, the batsman. Last delivery to go in the third over, 20 for no loss so far. Match in the balance so far. It could be anybody's game from here. Off the back foot, running the first one hard again. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they are doing so. And they will eventually manage to come back for the second. So another couple of runs added to the total. 22 for no loss after 3 are the JC4 Oak Spartans. getting the outside edge. Will pick up a quick single. Will Fardeen Malbarwala. Aniruddha Bhosle bowling from the far end. Vishal Miglani looking to go over the top. Beaten all ends up there. Looking to go a little big, a little harder. The batsman Vishal Miglani not quite able to put bat to ball. Short ball pulled away. This will go into the ropes for 4. One bounce and over the rope she went for 4. This is a good shot from Vishal Miglani. It was slightly short and he pounced on that one like a cheetah. Short ball outside the line of off stump. That's why it went a lot more straighter, more towards long on. Got the timing spot on. Placement was always going to be good after he attempted going over the onside. Aniruddha Bhosle to Vishal Miglani. What's going to be the follow-up? Yorker right up there in the block hole. Good comeback from Aniruddha Bhosle. Giving nothing away with that particular delivery. Was aiming for the stumps of Vishal Miglani. Outside the line of off stump, played away. Mid-on will be beaten and the ball will trickle into the ropes. Man at deep mid-wicket having no chance to get close to that particular delivery. So a good shot coming once again from the bat of Vishal Miglani. There in the replay we'll see outside the line of off stump. He pulled it, dragged it from outside the line of off stump like he did in the previous ball as well. And a couple of important boundaries coming from the bat of Vishal Miglani, much to the delight of the JC Forok Spartans. A delivery now to go, 31 on the board. It's a good partnership that is developing between these two. Vishal Miglani at the helm of affairs in the partnership, 21 of this 15. Will run a quick single and will end up getting there in the end. Was a close call. Had that have hit the stumps. So the end of the 4th over, 32 without the loss of any wickets at the JC Forok Spartans. Pushed away down towards mid-off for a single. Mid-off choosing not to charge at the ball, allowing the ball to come to him. That's why they were able to scamper through for the single. So new bowler Jitin Manji introduced into the attack. Will be bowling to the big Fardeen Malbarwala. Off the back foot, could not put bat to ball. Good lines here by Jitin Manji. Understand the importance of bowling it outside the line of off stump. Man at mid off. Unable to get to it, the man at long off. Will pick up a single there, will Malbarwala. Bring Vishal Miglani back on strike. A bit of a change in the fielding. Man from long off has come into mid off. Will be signalled a wide. What's worse is it's going to probably trickle into the ropes because the wicketkeeper could not get his gloves to it. So another boundary coming in the form of extras. This time 5 runs will be added to the total. A bit sloppy there was the wicketkeeper to get down and collect it. But as I told you, they're not professionals. They're playing this game for the love of it, and you need to give them full credit for just playing. Inside edge this time. The ball will probably come into the ropes. Valiant efforts by short third man and short fine leg, but none of them could get to it. So this time off the bat, inside edge, perilously close to the off stump. Wicketkeeper chase, short third man chase, short fine leg chased. Eventually nobody got there. Couple of deliveries now to come in the over. 43 is what they've managed at the JC4 Oak Spartans. So far so good for them this start. They would be delighted that they haven't lost a wicket and have managed to put the runs on the board. The equation 108 of 92 balls, which is very manageable in T20 cricket. Outside edge, straight to the man at short third man, but he misfields, which means they're running the first one out, run the second one now. And will they come back for the third? Yes, they will come back for the third in the end, owing to a poor throw from the deep. Fardeen Malbarwala was up to it, running to the danger end. Vishal Miglani took some time getting to the third one. .46 for no loss. 30 of 19 to Vishal Miglani. Fardeen Malbarwala yet to find his feet. Dominating completely in the partnership single-handedly is Vishal Miglani. Down the leg side. Running and stealing a quick single and will get there in the end. Will Vishal Miglani. This is wonderful stuff from the batting side, the JC4 Oak Spartans. They understand the importance of the first power play, making most of it so far. Have gotten a lot of extras under their belt. A ball to go now in the 5th over. 48 on the board. Looking good are the JC4 Oak Spartans. Going at a run rate of almost 10 runs per over. So 49 after the end of 5 overs. And this should be okay. They decide against it. Do Fardeen Malbarwala and Vishal Miglani. A lot of running has been done. 5 overs have been bowled. 49 without the loss of any wickets are the JC4 Oak Spartans. So new bowler introduced into the attack, Bhaumik Vaidya. Bhaumik to be precise. It will be Vishal Miglani on strike. Slow left arm outside the line of off stump will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. 50 up for the JC4 Oak Spartans, going at a run rate of exactly 10 runs per over now. Top edge, wicket keeper can't get there. Just over his head. That single will bring Fardeen Malbarwala back on strike. Malbarwala yet to get something alongside his name. Hasn't faced too many deliveries. Asking for the cap other than the helmet. Getting a piece of advice as well. A bit of water to go along with it. Bhaumik Vaidya, left arm spinner. Interesting. Two right-handers at the crease. Has come in to try and pick up a wicket. Stem the flow of runs to go along with that. Well bowled there. Beaten outside the line of off stump. Some turn for the left arm spinner. That will make him pretty excited as a spinner to see that turn. Bhaumik Vaidya. Eating the bat of Fardeen Malbarwala. Waiting to see the umpire signal on this one. What exactly happened there? Was it leg byes or was it byes? We'll stay with a single. Leg bye signal there by the umpire. So has come and brushed the thigh pad probably of Fardeen Malbarwala. But that single will bring Vishal Miglani now on strike. Off the back foot. Dots are like gold for the Marshall Royals. They would be delighted and happy to see some dot balls come through. They want to put pressure on these two batsmen. Right now, the pressure is completely on the fielding side, the Marshall Royals, that is. This time he's found the gap. What a shot there by Vishal Miglani off the back foot. You'll see that in the replay that he found the gap. He threaded the needle, but a bit sloppy was made off, which enabled the ball to go through. You can see he's hit it straight off the back foot. Beat extra cover first. That's called threading the needle. Amazing shot of the back foot. Enjoy that all along there. Vishal Miglani coming up or pulling out an absolute jaffer. Much required boundary in the over for the JC4 Oak Spartans. This time over the top she went. Mid-on won't get there, which means another boundary coming off the bat of Vishal Miglani. Consecutive boundaries for the big man. This is good cricket from the JC4 Oak Spartans. They're chasing this total down if this partnership continues to flourish. $60 for no loss. After 6 are the JC4 Oak Spartans. So new bowler introduced into the attack, Karan Sharma. Bowling from the far end, will be bowling to Fardeen Malbarwala. Here we go. Quietly played by Malbarwala. This is the IDFC first Mca Bkc RC Members Premier League. I know it's a very long name for a tournament. Outside the line of off stump, well bowled there, beating the batsman. You want to be there to Fardeen Malbarwala in particular, who is still yet to get things going for him. Struggling with at 4 of 14 balls so far. This is quality stuff from Karan Sharma, the off spinner, having just come into the attack. The field is well spread out. Played away straight to short third man, deciding against the single. Marshall Royals are enjoying bowling to Fardeen Malbarwala. They want him to be on strike more often than not because he's struggling to rotate the strike so far. Tossed up, goes down towards long on, will pick up a single with the two batsmen. You can see they are concerned are the Royal Marshals. They have employed Karan Sharma into the attack to try and pick up a wicket over here. Vishal Miglani has looked good so far, beating the man at extra cover, running the first one out. Malbarwala is coming back for the second, and this is good running by Fardeen Malbarwala, going to the danger end, choosing it himself and picking up a couple of runs much required for the JC4 Oak Spartans. 63 for no loss after 7 are the JC4 Oak Spartans. So Bhaumik Vaidya to continue from the far end will be bowling to Vishal Meglani. Sorry, it's Fardeen Malbarwala on strike. Over the top she is going. Man at long off, interested. Takes it. So big wicket here for the Royal Marshall Royals. They won't complain. They're seeing the back of Fardeen Malbarwala, and his struggle has come to an end eventually. 5 runs is all what he could manage of the 17 balls that he faced. His agony comes to an end, and the JC4 Oak Spartans 63 for 1 now. So Bhaumik Vaidya will be bowling to Vishal Miglani, I beg your pardon. Getting his field absolutely spot on for Vishal Miglani, who has looked dangerous so far for the JC Four Oaks Spartans. Looking to play that one through the offside, extra turn beating him there. Was a good delivery by Bhaumik Vaidya. Off the back foot, another dot delivery. Vishal Miglani looking pretty, batting on 42 of just 26 balls. He's been at the helm of affairs for the JC Four Oaks Spartans in this innings to get them up and running. Cut away, but there is a fieldsman at deep extra cover who will miss field, and the ball will go through his legs for 4. This is sloppy cricket from the Royal Marshals. Width there, really got close to the delivery and cut it beautifully there, did Vishal Miglani, who's racing on single-handedly over here. Short ball, the bat's also gone out of his hands. Vishal Miglani. This goes to show you how much strength he's trying to put through every shot. 8 overs have been bowled, 68 for 1 are the JC Four Oaks Spartans. It's going to be Karan Sharma to continue. Will be bowling to Vishal Miglani. Off spin. Worked away onto the onside. Decided to go just for a single this time round. So it's going to be Vikram Dani on strike. Yet to face the delivery, Vikram. Here we go. Karan Sharma. Outside and off stump, very well bowled there. Feeling for the ball, Vikram Dani. Not enabling to get back to ball. Ball going through with the arm. There again off the back foot, will pick up a single and get off the mark will Vikram Dani. Bringing Vishal Miglani back on strike. the hero of the innings so far for the JC4 Oak Spartans, Vishal Miglani. They're well in control of the match so far are the JC4 Oak Spartans. That would have hurt. Put his boot out. Luckily, that's not hit his ankle. Coming right out of the boot, he's feeling it for sure. No runs there. Red dot delivery for Vishal Miglani. 48, perilously close here to his half century. Off the back foot finds the gap. Man in the deep alert. Will keep it down to a single. Vikram Dani. Nine overs have been bowled. 71 for 1 are the JC4 Oak Spartans. Bhumik continuing. Vishal Miglani on strike. Has he put that one down? Can we see the replay on this one? This will be interesting. Batting on 49 is Vishal Miglani. Skied this one, but will fall safe. And what's worse is the fieldsman has overran the ball. So half century comes up here for Vishal Miglani. His team would be delighted with the fact that he has gotten to a half century. Down the leg side will be signalled a wide there. Vishal Dani now batting, Miglani sorry, now batting on 51 of 36. Really has kept the JC4 Oak Spartans interested in the chase comfortably thanks to his heroics with the bat. That could have been dangerous had it have hit the foot of the bowler. Boundary much required here. A bit of a lapse. You could see that happening. They were bowling some tight balls, but this time a full toss. Outside the line of off stump. He's pulled it from there besides the bowler. And then when you hit it as straight as a ramrod, there's almost no need to run because it was going to the boundary comfortably. Miglani. Bhumik. Down the ground. Will pick up a single and bring Vikram Dani on strike. Left arm spinner Bhumik has proven to be a bit expensive for the Marshall Royals. Played away. Down towards deep mid wicket. Man in the deep gets around and keeps the batsman down to a single. Vishal Miglani back on strike. inside edge. Will this get into the ropes, or will the two fieldsmen chasing? They will get to it in the end. Yes, short fine leg does so. Another couple of runs added to the total. Vishal halfway through the chase. 80 for 1 are the JC 4 Oak Spartans. 82, I beg your pardon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the IDFC first, Mca Bkc RC MPL, the Members Premier League, that is. This encounter going on between the Marshall Royals and the JC4 Oak Spartans. A little earlier, the Royals, they won the toss. They elected to bat first, managed 150 on the board. And now the JC4 Oak Spartans, they're looking good at 82 of the first 10 overs. Leg spinner introduced into the attack, Veera Loja. Starts off with a couple of dot deliveries. Getting prodigious turn out there in the center. This time hitting it. Man out there in the deep. Takes it on the bounce. Misjudged it completely, did the batsman in the night sky. It can happen. But what looked like reaching him comfortably ended up on the bounce. Lives to fight another day. Does Vikram Dani. Now it's going to be Vishal Meglani on strike. Worked away using his wrist. Long on, coming across and keeping it down to a single. "67 runs to get of just 56 balls. Match in the balance, but yet a little in favor of the JC4 Oak Spartans. Can the Marshall Royals pick up a wicket or two out here and stem the flow of runs? We'll have to wait and see. That's exactly why Veera Loja has been given the ball, to try and pick up a wicket, break this partnership, and then see what can happen thereafter. Played through the offside. "86 for the loss of 1 wicket after 11 are the JC4 Oak Spartans." Fayaz Merchant coming into bowl now. Couple of runs will be added to the total for the JC4 Oak Spartans and for Vishal Meglani. Worked away between long on and deep mid wicket. Waiting to see if the batsman come back for the second. Decide against it this time. Played away between short fine leg and deep square leg. And they will pick up a couple of runs this time. Clearly the JC4 Oak Spartans, they have their noses in front of the Marshall Royals. They need that man out, do the Marshall Royals. Vishal Meglani, who's looked splendid this evening. Fayaz Merchant to Vikram Dani will be signalled a wide on this occasion. This is the IDFC first Mca Bkc RC Members Premier League. Off the back foot, running the first one slowly. We'll stay with that. All they need to do is keep this partnership going for the JC Four Oak Spartans. On the other hand, it is left for the Marshall Royals to make a move and try and pick up a wicket here. Vishal Meglani on strike. Another good partnership developing here for the JC Four Oak Spartans. Outside edge. Waiting to see whether the short third man fieldsman gets there. He will get there and keep the batsman down to a couple of runs. Looking a bit tired, Vishal Meglani, rightly so. Has been out there for quite some time, has run a few quick twos, a few quick singles. That's taken a toll on him. Looking to force the issue here, Vishal Meglani. All he needs to do is just stay there and runs will come with the way he's batting so far this evening. Single out in the deep. Ends the 12th, 96 for 1 are the JC Four Oak Spartans. Veera Loja continuing. Leg spinner beaten. This is a big scab that has come through. Vishal Meglani has to make the long walk back to the pavilion. Was struck on the full there. Was Vishal Meglani by the leg spin of Veera Loja. That's exactly why they brought him into the attack. And he's answered the call, the cry of his. Was there an inside edge there? Looked like one for some time. Can I see the replay once again, please? Slow motion if possible. No, the full replay. It's come off the bat, I think. Bat को नहीं लगा. New batsman Vinod Muthukumar off the mark straight away. Running the first one hard. Will come back for the second. An easy couple of runs added to the total for the JC Four Oak Spartans. Veera Loja getting the breakthrough for his side. The Marshall Royals, can they come back into this contest? It was all about Vikram Dani whilst he lasted out there. Vishal Meglani whilst he lasted out there. Just coming to bat Vinod Muthukumar. outside the line of off stump, letting that one go. Veera Loza and the entire team of Marshall Royals would be relieved to see the back of Vishal Maglani. Veera Loza required run rate of just 7.23. Current run rate also 7.74, pretty much even Stevens at the moment. Match in the complete balance right now. Ball to come in the 13th. A run away from getting to a century for the JC Four Oaks Spartans. Marshall Royals from here on, they can put some pressure on the batting lineup. Running the first one hard. Entertaining thoughts for the second, but deciding against it because they were ambling along for the first one. 13 overs completed, 100 up for the JC Four Oaks Spartans for the loss of 2 wickets. Karan Sharma now to bowl from the commentary box end. Will be bowling to Vikram Dani. Short ball pulled away. Man in the deep gets to it and keeps it down to a single. Vikram Dani has looked good so far. Going on, batting on 9 of 11 balls. Vinod Muthukumar has looked decently good out there along with him. So 50 runs now required of the next 41 balls. Whose game is it going to be? Looks more in the favor of the JC Four Oaks Spartans because they have 8 wickets in the tank. Another decision going their way. This time it is Karan Sharma who has struck. And Vinod Muthukumar has to walk back to the dugout. Here in the replay we will show you as to exactly what happened. That was close. Would probably go and crash into the middle and leg stump. Good decision there by the umpire. 101 for 3 is where the JC Four Oaks Spartans find themselves. Can they turn things around, the Marshall Royals? That's exactly what they wanted. They wanted a couple of wickets under their belt. They've got it in quick succession. We've seen Vishal Meglani and now Vinod Muthukumar go back to the pavilion. New batsman in Vijay Singh, experienced campaigner. 50 runs required off the next 40 deliveries to be precise. Here we go. Karan Sharma. Defended. This is good bowling from Karan Sharma. Pulled away. Man out there in the deep. Takes it. So Vijay Singh has to depart. A poor shot in the end. Double strike in the over for Karan Sharma. And the JC4 Oak Spartans are giving it away out here at the Somaiya cricket ground. Off the back foot. There was a deep square leg employed. He needed some more power into that shot. Comfortably into the ropes it was, the ball. And a smart catch by the fieldsman down at deep square leg. So this is so the new batsman to join Vikram Dani is Mukund Jalan. Dealing in wickets so far, the Marshall Royals pulling things back in their favour. 14 overs have been bowled, 101 for 4 are the JC4 Oak Spartans. Veeraloza to bowl to the new batsman Mukund Jalan. 6 overs, 50 runs to get. Whose match is it going to be? Makes room for himself. Drives it through the offside. Man in the deep gets there. But a single is all they went for. Could they have gone for a second one? We're not too sure. But now suddenly the Marshall Royals clawing their way back into this game. Going over the top. And will go into the ropes for 4. No ball signaled, which means 5 runs and a free hit coming up here for Vikram Dani to deal with. Wonderfully put away there. Full toss above the waistline. Flighted it well above. Free hit here for Vikram Dani. The field can't change because it's the same batsman on strike. Looking to go down towards the leg side. Will this be wide? And 4 runs. 5 more runs added to the total. So 10 runs have been added without a legitimate ball that has been bowled. First it was a no ball boundary. Now it is a wide boundary. So 10 runs of no ball really that has been bowled. Once again the equation now in favor of the JC 4 Oak Spartans. All they got to do is go at a run a ball year after. Nothing silly required. They will get a couple of runs as well here and there. 2s and 1s and a boundary in between will help their cause. They still have 6 wickets in the tank, do the JC 4 Oak Spartans. But it's up to this pair. The free hit stays. So free hit coming up. Vikram Dani with the bat. Vivek Oza with the ball. Viral Oza with the ball. Free hit, which means that the ball has been struck straight down towards long off for a single. Ayaz Khan, the fieldsman there, doing well to keep the ball in play. No need to go for the catch because it was a free hit anyways. All he needed to do was stop the single. Did that comfortably in the end. Now it's going to be Mukund Jalan on strike. Short ball will be signalled a wide there by the umpire. So far so good for the JC 4 Oak Spartans. Required run rate now under 7. He's cleaned him up. What a delivery there by the bowler Viral Oza. Completely deceived in the air. Off the deck was Mukund Jalan. Didn't know exactly what was happening out there. And another breakthrough for the Marshall Royals. They would be delighted with the way things have gone so far in favor of them, at least for now. But yet I will say that the match is in the balance because the required run rate is just over 6. That delivery that Shane Warne bowled to Mike Gatting is what we are remembering out here, all of us. The late Shane Warne, we pay our respects and condolences to the great man, to his family, to his friends, his relatives, his fans. So Viral Oza cleaning Mukund Jalan completely was the ball of the day by far. Ashray Rao facing up. Our third umpire reckons that was the ball of the tournament. Rightly so. Once again beaten there, this time Ashray Rao. Will he come back for the second? Will he push him for the third? Or does the ball trickle into the ropes for 4? So buys probably signal there. Viral Oza Bowling to Ashray Rao. These are handy runs that are coming for the Spartans. This time, another no ball. Another free hit coming their way. Ball just slipping out of his hands. Veeraloza there for the second time now in the over. Waiting to see whether this is a no ball. Yes, it is. So another free hit that will persist, but we don't know what's going to happen here because it was the final warning for the bowler. Year after, he's not going to be. Couple of no balls bowled here. The free hit will still exist. Nothing much of the free hit really. Just a single is what they'll get. A ball to go now in the 15th. 123 on the board for the JC Four Oaks Spartans. Cut away. Straight to the man at short third man. Single is all they'll get for their efforts. So 124 for 5 after 15 are the JC Four Oaks Spartans. It's going to be Vikram Dani on strike. Will be facing up to Bhaumik Vaidya. 27 is all they need of 30 balls. Now 27 of 29 balls. So lesser than a run a ball required from here. These two batsmen, if they play sensibly from here, they can take their team to a victory. Hit away off the back foot this time. Will pick up a single down towards long off. Ashray Rao on strike. Quietly played. Beating the man at short third man. He will get there in the end. Not before they complete 3 runs. Much the delight of the JC Four Oaks Spartans. These runs are most welcome. Smart shot there by Ashray Rao, allowing the ball to come right onto his bat at the last moment, deflecting it just besides the wicketkeeper's gloves. Cute shot in the end. Now it's going to be Vikram Dani on strike. Top edge will fall short of the man at short third man. Pushed straight to extra cover. Marshall Royals on one hand, they need dot deliveries. Need to string in a few dot deliveries to put pressure on the JC4 Oak Spartans batsmen. So far they're cruising on the JC4 Oak Spartans. Pulled away straight to the man at deep mid wicket. A misfield will mean that they will come back for the second. This is good running by the two batsmen. Alert to the possibility of a second. "16 overs have been bowled. 130 for 5 are the JC4 Oak Spartans. A big appeal, probably reckoning there was an inside edge there. Karan Sharma bowling his final over. Over the top she goes. Straight to the man at long on. This time they will settle down for a single. Has kept it tight as Karan Sharma. In his final over has given away only 8 runs and has picked up a couple of wickets. That just goes to show you how well he has bowled in this particular encounter. Running the first one hard. This time he's thought about coming back for the second for quite some time. Deciding against it eventually, Ashray Rao. Rightly so, you don't want to run out in the middle of things. This duo will be hoping that they see them through. This time going Cal corner. Man in the deep. Misfields it. Poor fielding there. Putting just one hand down. He would have struggled with even 2 hands down, but putting one hand down and ball going over the rope. This is poor fielding by the fieldsman out there in the deep. The last thing you want to see as a fielding unit, as you can see, just putting one hand down. And the ball comfortably going over the ropes. Wide will be signalled here down the leg side. Karan Sharma, who has been doing so well so far. Is coming under the pump suddenly. Over the top she goes. Man at long off. Will get around and cut it down and keep it down to a single. Good fielding by Azaz Khan. Fieldsman in the deep. Defended. They have enough runs now in the tank. Just 13 runs now of the next 3 overs required. 138 for 5 are the JC4 Oak Spartans with 3 overs to spare. Azaz Khan, the bowler, will bowl his off spinners. Bowling to Ashray Rao, white signal there. Won't help their cause, Marshall Royals. They're behind the 8 ball now. Just 12 runs now required. Looking to play that one gently down towards fine leg. I'm waiting to see the umpire signal, whether he'll signal leg buys or he'll signal runs. Run signal has come off the bat there of Ashray Rao. Now just 10 runs separate the JC4 Oak Spartans from a famous win. Azaz Khan looking to be smart like before. He did that to one of the bowlers of the Marshall Royals, wanting to repeat the dose. Could not do it this time round. Azaz Khan is giving pace on the ball, so you can use it as a batsman. Will be signaled wide on that occasion. Now the equation coming down to just 9 runs required. Struck away this time, straight to short, fine leg. A single is what they'll get. 7 runs, 8 runs, I beg your pardon, now required for the JC4 Oak Spartans. Couple of deliveries to come, 8 of 14 balls. Clearly in the driver's seat here. Will that be signaled a wide or has that come off the pads? Will trickle into the ropes for 4. Wide 4s. So this match coming into its closing phase now. 5 runs added to the total, which means that just 3 runs more to get for the JC4 Oak Spartans. Can they do it in this over itself? 3 runs. Pulled away down towards deep square leg, and the end of the match here. So a boundary to finish things off, and the JC4 Oak Spartans have won comfortably in the end. Winning this match comfortably by 5 wickets. Off the back foot, pulled it. The man in the deep putting his boot out. Not good enough to keep the ball into play. So the JC4 Oak Spartans, although they did not win the toss, but they won the match eventually, chasing down 151 comfortably in the end with a couple of overs and a ball to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next on the 10th of this month, that is day after tomorrow. Till then, have a good night, sleep well, Shubh Ratri, Shab Bakhair, and we hope to see you on the 10th of March this year.